The role of the teacher is changing, and I think that it's time for us to discuss what that means. So stay tuned with me and let's take a look at what the role of an educator, of a teacher, is really becoming. What do the arts have to do with learning in SEL? Oh, so much. Join me as we explore the depths of how these things come together through SEAL, social, emotional, artistic learning. We'll look at the mindset, the methods, and the integrations that make SEAL so effective. So plug yourself in. It's time to get inspired. Hello and welcome to the Inspired Classrooms podcast. I'm Elizabeth Peterson, your host. I really love talking about this topic of the role of the educator because it has changed over the years, right? Not just in the last few years, but certainly over the centuries. And if we take a look back, like from the very beginning, the beginnings of public education, the traditional role of the teacher, the lecturer, where the teacher would assign and grade classwork and homework, test students on the materials. It just seems so almost outdated to just frame teachers in this way. I almost imagine a one-room schoolhouse, right? Or a stuffy old man sitting in the front of a lecture hall, right? And all the students, whether I'm thinking of, second grade students or college age students, they're all just sitting there. They're eager to learn. Their eyes are wide. They're ready to welcome the wisdom and the knowledge of the teacher that's in front of them. Because that is where they're getting all of that information, right? They're getting it from books, they're getting it from their teachers. And the modern classroom just requires such a different approach. And in the last few decades, we've kind of transformed how we've looked at what an educator really is. We think of an educator now as a mentor, a facilitator, a guide, kind of giving students these opportunities to learn and to figure things out and to discuss things with peers and other colleagues. These types of teachers, they have to be able to work with individual students and recognize all the unique needs of all the students that are in front of them. And in some cases, develop a personalized plan of action to help each of their students succeed. It's a lot, right? It's not just the teachers are not just givers of information anymore, and students are not just regurgitators of information anymore. We have so much information at our fingertips that our job can truly be seen as giving information, nurturing students in that knowledge, and guiding them to really use and develop their skills so that they can really interact with the content. So, a teacher must have an understanding of the content. They also now need to have a comfort with and an ability to use technology, right, to support student learning. And this can be from software apps to devices, knowing how to work your projector, work your smart boards, and to have the creativity and the problem-solving skills to know what to do when the technology fails. Because we know it will, because it does. Teachers also need to be able to work with parents and other community members. And they need to be able to think creative solutions according to the students that are in front of them. It goes back to that, thinking about what are my students' unique needs. But here's the thing that we're finding in just the last few years, that teachers really have to be able to motivate and inspire their students. Now, this can be done through positive reinforcement and meaningful feedback, which are things that teachers have been doing for decades. But now it's so much more. And I think that the role of the teacher has just become so much more. And this is something that we talk about extensively inside of our SEAL programs. And it's something that we will certainly look at during our upcoming SEAL Week Challenge. And by the way, if you haven't signed up yet for the SEAL Week Challenge, it's a free challenge. It's going to be a blast. It's coming up near the end of March. You can go to theinspiredclassroom.com // SEAL Week and sign up there. We've got all kinds of great things that are going to be going on that week. We talk so much about this inside of SEAL because it really helps to frame how we approach our students in terms of their social and emotional needs. And as teachers, we have to develop our skills in how to do things like transition our students into our classrooms, make sure that they're there, because sometimes that is a difficult thing to do. So many kids are coming to school. Well, some are not even are having trouble coming to school. So making a safe learning community inside of our classrooms so that students feel welcomed and want to come to school. So we have this new role of actually transitioning our kids into the classroom. And then when they get there, our role is also to help keep them there and help keep them engaged and alert and focused and awake. There are so many challenges within our classrooms of just getting our students in, keeping them there. And the intent of this thinking, of this role that we now have, is solely because we want our students to learn. Teachers have so much to offer their students. Yes, there are outliers. Yes, there are some kooky teachers out there. Yes, there are some teachers maybe with different agendas and different ways that maybe are not the best. But I truly believe that the majority, the great majority of educators and of public educators are there for the right reasons. They want to teach their content. They want to help their students learn. And so what we need to do as caring and creative teachers who want to make a difference in our students' lives and who want to help our students learn, we have to learn how to, number one, transition our students into our classrooms, and number two, keep them there and help them to focus and engage so that they can learn. If you want to learn more about this, I would highly recommend coming to the SEAL Week Challenge. We are going to be talking about our role as educators for sure, along with so many great ideas for how to integrate the arts and creativity into social and emotional development inside of our classrooms. So I encourage you to sign up for that. And I want to know what your thoughts are here. I don't think this is going to be the last time I talk about the teacher's role in education and how it has changed over the years. And so I would love to hear what you have to say about this topic. So DM me on Instagram, on Facebook, find me on LinkedIn. I'm The Inspired Classroom on all platforms, and my links are in the show notes. And I would love to hear from you about our role as teachers, and would love to kind of take some of your feedback and take some of your ideas and bring them here onto the podcast so that we can continue this conversation. I think it's a really important one for all of us educators, whether we're teachers, principals, superintendents, parents, all people involved in our kids' education. We all need to start having this conversation. All right, so until then, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and please stay inspired. Thanks so much for listening. Please be sure to subscribe as we continue talking about arts, learning, and SEL through SEAL, social, emotional, artistic learning. If you want to learn more, go to theinspiredclassroom.com. My name's Elizabeth Peterson, reminding you to get inspired so that you can be inspiring to your students.